Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. For this time, I would like to share with all of you about things that happened in my life, the biggest thing ever. So, when we talk about the biggest thing ever, I seriously think that it was true about every crowd has its silver lining and every single thing happened for reasons. So, maybe I found out the reasons now and I would really want to share it with you. The story began last 23rd December 2010. There was a time we took our PMR results and the school reputation wasn't as good as the previous year, and that was so sad. Because to be honest, if you talk about boarding school, you certainly talk about the performance of the batch as a whole, regardless whether you get the straight A's or not. But when your friends didn't, you just feel that kind of sadness too. So maybe I jumped to the conclusion that when we were in Form 3 back then, the thing that we hardly did was we didn't cooperate. We hardly think as mature as we were before, and then we didn't really make it as prioritized to perform in our education. So then Sofa became the batch leader, and she did play the role very well because she really emphasized on the idea of importance of education to us. So we really needed to perform well every single exam as Form 4, and she would gather all of us and talk about education, like we really need to score our best in academics and yada yada yada. So the biggest achievement in co-curricular wise that our batch managed to achieve that time was the only Asian school debating championship. So Alhamdulillah, we managed to become the champion for the rookie team in Korea, and that was like the pinnacle of everything. We think that we need to do something, we need to change our attitude, we need to respect people, we need to do things that we didn't do back then when we were in Form 3. The Form 5 year came, and when I was a Form 5 student, I had to deal with another problem. When in Form 4, we had to deal with the change of attitude. When we were in Form 5, then we had to deal with the idea of everything the school will be dependent on you as Form 5, because you really need to lead the school well, you really need to perform well in your study, you really need to manage every single activities in the school, and you really need to do your best. So I was elected as the head girl, and I had to juggle my time between my responsibility and also between my studies. And in my personal view, I really think that that was so hard, and it was like a miracle I'm still alive now. In 2012, I gathered all of the students in school in the surau, and we did talk about the aims, the vision, what we wanted to achieve in 2012, based on the academic and also co-curriculum wise. So we did tell them, we referred to me, prefects, my batch, every single person. So I would prefer to say we. So we really told them about our vision and mission. So every single day, every single night during we had our dinner, we will among the top 5, we would discuss about the students' attitude. Have we achieved this? What do we want to change? Like every single thing that happened in school, we would like to discuss together. I still remember the time all the school teams would gather at the side of the surau and we recite the Yasin together. And after everyone left the surau, we would perform our solat hajat, and that was just a very sweet memories because we would really be in it together to win it together. There was this one time which we were surprised and shocked by this wonderful news. That time, like not all of us were awake that time. Then we were surprised by an announcement. That kind of announcement, we really thought that Ada was the one who made that, but we were wrong. because the one that made that announcement is my best teacher, like teacher Ain. And then the announcement told us that our hockey team managed to win the national competition. So all of the students in the hostel were cheering up, and we were so happy because that was like one of the best time we won that kind of when competition came. Even the English debating team didn't proceed to finals. We proceed till semi-finals, which was more than good enough for us because that time we didn't have our coach because our coach was away. And then we didn't mind because like semi-finals would just be as good as finals for us. Then I would really be very thankful because the BM team managed to be in the final. The final would be on September last year, and then the basketball team was announced as a champion, and I couldn't be more grateful because of that. Alhamdulillah.
As for the SP wins, even though they didn't get the chance to be the champion for the finale with orchestra, but the good side of it is that they managed to be and to get the gold award for the SIBF, Singapore International Band Festival. So we were just as happy.
Then the next thing that came after that was the grand final for BM debate competition. And for BM debate competition, when I watched my best friends on the stage, Seri and Eda, I was so proud because I knew that we had been together in this family, the debating family, since we were in Form 1. And when I watched my friends there on the stage, there was no word that could describe that. And when the MC of the day announced that Sekolah Sri Puteri became the champion for PPM final, there was no word that could describe that. I could just be very thankful. And the other side of my heart, even I couldn't contribute as much because English debating team couldn't proceed, but I just didn't care about that kind of feeling, because as long as Sekolah Sri Puteri managed to get this thing, because you know Allah wouldn't give you a lot of things in one time. He would give something and He would take something. So I believe that something would be becoming the champion for PPM. And congratulations to my BM. When SPM became nearer, then we had to really focus on that thing, and we had so many programs came in, like Sejarah program, XA+, all the perfect scores, all the thing that teacher had planned for us to make sure that we would perform well in our studies. So that time, somehow we didn't face that kind of great times. We really faced hard times. So the batch leader that time, Anis, she did play a very good role because she would gather all of us, telling us what we do really want to achieve as a batch. Like, we really needed to help each other, and we really need to really take care of the relationship between us and Allah, us and our teachers, us and our parents, us and the whole SSPNs, us and all of people on earth. And that time came when we had our Solat Hajar, our Yasin every single night. And to be honest, without all those things, we cannot achieve something that we had achieved now. So then we had to wait for the SPM moments, and after that moments we would shout and scream and be so happy because that war, that battles just ended. But the kind of sacrification and the kind of efforts won't stop there. So we had the 3 months of waiting for the results, and what we did was we used and we fully utilized the idea of technology. So we Skyped with every single member of the batch and we recite Yasin together. And thank you to Shakira Zokri for this kind of noble aims and noble things that she had done. So we Skyped and we really did a countdown how many days would be left for us to take our SPM results. So then the last time we recite our Yasin together was the time that Skype group was named Yasin Warriors. At school around 9 a.m. and I made my way to the surau. And yeah, I met all my friends. I would really want to cry that time, but meeting all of my friends, all the talkative ones, made me feel better. And then we gathered around at 9:30. We started our Yasin, and I lead the doa that time. And after we finished the Yasin, I cried so badly because I was so scared. The pressure was there because the previous batch before us, they really made a very fantastic job. They managed to get 111 students got straight A's, man, and that kind of pressure was so high and the expectation was there, so we need to get the best. So we waited for the results outside of the hall. Then I would hear people screaming here and there, saying that, oh, they know the result already, oh, these people knew her result already, and this girl got 9A+, and this girl got straight A's, and this girl, so a lot of things. Then the teacher came out from the staff rooms and all of them were smiling, but I didn't get the hints. Then my admits teacher went to me and told me that, Aliah, I saw your result already. Like, was that a good sign or a bad sign? Then I just cried. Like, I was literally crying, like really cried, because I was so scared. That was the thing that I did if I was so scared. And then they announced that, oh, every single student, every single SPM students, we needed to make our way to the hall, and we took our seat, and the teacher would want to announce the result. So they started to announce the result with those who got straight A's first, then only those who got straight A+. So even if my name wasn't announced as the straight A+ achievers, my name was announced as straight A's, Alhamdulillah. And we got 300 ringgit, kaching, like 300 ringgit richer now. But that was not the whole point. So the point was, Alhamdulillah, our batch managed to get 14 students to get straight A+, and another 96 students managed to get straight A's. So total up, we managed to get 110 students, and we managed to be the first in SBP. And Alhamdulillah, everything, every single prayer that we did was answered. And Alhamdulillah, there was nothing that we could ask for, and we could just be really thankful. This video wasn't about me bragging what my school had achieved, no, because seriously, like, this is the video that I would want to share with all of you, that we didn't get that kind of success, that kind of victory and glory just like that. It didn't happen overnight. We really need to burn our midnight oil, and then we really need to work hard for it. And to be honest, personally, I seriously think that all of this was Allah's fate. Maybe Allah didn't give us the best when we were as PMR students, because Allah wanted to keep that for our SPM. And most of the time, I seriously think it was the teacher's blessing, parents' blessing, teachers and parents' prayers that made us this far. And to be honest, attitude is the most important thing of all. From the naughty, the bad Amigas, we faced the failure that made us want to change. The mistakes that we had done made us a better person. So everything happened for a reason. Every single thing happens, and every cloud has its silver lining. So for me, the cloud would be PMR results, and the silver lining would be the SPM results. So to the people out there, thank you so much. Thank you teachers, thank you parents, thank you families, thank you fellow SSPNs, thank you my beloved Amigas. Thank you everyone for your support, your prayers, everything, every single thing, every single sacrifice that you've made for us, because we couldn't pay back. We couldn't pay you back because even I had $1,000, even I had $1 million, that wouldn't be enough to pay all of your supports and prayers, because only Allah could pay that. May all of you have a very wonderful life after this, and pray for the best for every single person on earth. And for SSPN, good luck. I know that all of you could do your best. And for Amigas, thank you Allah for this achievement. And when we were already successful out there, when we've become the successful students and the successful persons and the important persons in Malaysia, we shall never forget where we came from.